All right, guys, happy Friday. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. Trading's not slowing down in any way right now as far as the equities are concerned. There's a couple of trades that are available on gasoline and on heating oil, but our account's too small to be able to take those, so I'm not even going to waste anyone's time doing that here on this starter account. But I do want to just kind of run through what's happening with these equity markets. We are really starting to sell off. I'm going to go to a little bit of a higher time frame. Excuse me, on the 4 hour. What I can see right now is that we are running into, just about to be running into a 4 hour level right here on the MNQ. And we've sold off quite a bit today, down already 1.57%. We're seeing the VIX massively spike up. And that's because of the volatility that's going on right now with inside of the MNQ, and also the S&P has breached all these areas, guys. This is what I was kind of talking about this morning. We came into this level and we just ran right through it. We came to these lows, kind of bounced. We're coming back down. There is a small little area here on Monday on a 30-minute. We do have some divergence, so we might catch another bounce here. But the selling pressure is really driving us down. Look at this daily level, rally-based drop, the MNQ right there. Look at the daily on the MNQ right here. Okay, so lots of opportunities that we're seeing come our way after a 4-day rally. We've given back a lot of it between yesterday and today. But guys, right now, just kind of want to go over what we're looking at on our sheet. So right now, guys, we've got 9 winners, 6 losers, 7 break evens, and 23 no entries. That is a lot of looking at levels that don't come to be. But the rest of the stats add up and make sense for us. Average win, 443.73. Average loss, 128.71. That's a 3.45 ratio of winners to losers. And that's really important. Because basically what that means is we can be a 50-50 trader and make money. Right? But we are at a 60% win rate as a percentage of the trades taken, and that puts us up about 32.5% on the quarter so far. It's Friday, October 13th, and we're just kind of getting started going here. So just kind of want to run through that with you guys. We're not slowing down here. You know, just in the last 2 seconds, we've fallen another 0.1% here on the NASDAQ. But for those of you that do have a little bit bigger accounts, looks like we're coming up to a top here on gasoline. And we're trying to make a change in direction. But if I look at the daily, you can see that that is very much so in a downward fashion. We got a lot of support here in this area. We had the divergence that's leading us to a pop. And if we get above this area, we got a little bit of a ways to run before we get all the way up here, but this kind of was looking at right here is what we're running into. Just this kind of top that we've got before a pretty big sell-off and decent follow-through. But there's that divergence again on the 4, and that's leading us up. And we're still below 60, so that might be a trade opportunity on HO. We're running into a second test of this area right here. Okay, drop, base, drop, retest, fall away, came back up. We're at 75, not showing any signs of divergence. On the trading time frame, on a smaller time frame, it's also not there. And I don't know if you want to go into even a 30-minute on a 4-hour level, but there is slight divergence coming in here, meaning that the speed and magnitude of the change in price of what we're looking at is slowing down a bit. And that's what we're going to see when we run into high time frame areas. So it might be worth a stab here. It is basically 300 ticks on heating oil. Heating oil trades, it's $4.20 per tick, so it's a pretty large risk, $1,200 a contract. But if you're willing to take that, I would kind of wait for a price to come in and then leave, all right, and show a lot of selling pressure along the way, kind of a confirmation trade type of entry. As I look into the currencies, we continue to fall as the dollar is rallying. So we can look at smaller time frame areas to try and find something. And I found one, I believe it was on the British pound, or maybe it was the Canadian dollar. Let's see. Might have been the Canadian dollar. No, what was I looking at? 6B. Oh yeah, here we go. On a 15 right here. So a drop, base, drop right here on the British pound. I had it right. So drop, base, drop, good follow through. Pushing down into, excuse me, into these lows. If we catch a pop back up, that might be worth looking at. And it looks pretty good on a 30-minute too. Drop, base, drop. I would like to see the second and third candles sell off a little bit more. So we'll have to see and wait what happens here. But that's another possibility. As far as silver goes, good thing that we moved our stop down. You guys remember from yesterday, we took this short, we trailed it, and look what happened with silver today. So we still made, I think it was $590, something like that, on this particular trade. But it has decided that it wants to start thinking about shifting. And during this process in silver, you can look at the daily, and you can see that we're still having the lower highs and lower lows along the way. I don't know if this is done. This candle throws all of this out of whack. But on the 4 hour, you can see that the impulses up are leading us above 40, and this pullback did not bring us below 40, and we've got a new low above 40, a high above 60. The second high continues. So if I want to, I'm allowed to start trading to the long side on silver. So what I can do is I can come into like a 1 hour and look at something like this, right? Rally base rally, and see what happens as price comes back down. With our first target, probably right about here. And one of the things that we can do to kind of confirm that is do a little bit of a fib extension to see if we're close. And right there, right at the 78.6, okay? And then at and above would be a move well beyond that up here if price wants to rally all the way back up to these areas. So we potentially have an opportunity here on silver. We'll keep an eye on that. And then as we move forward, guys, you know, I just kind of wanted to do a recap of this kind of where we're at here on October 13th. But we've taken a lot, we've looked at a lot of trades, a lot of trades. And guys, all of the notes are in here. You guys can see inside of the inner circle. I'm updating everything. I think we're currently short still the Japanese yen. We've still got the Bitcoin potential short, though price is kind of stalling in there. And then I got a 1 hour MCL potential that I'll go over as well. So on the 1 hour, this is basically what you're seeing in blue is the retracement values of this impulse down from, I think, September 27th. And this is a 50% retracement that runs smack dab into a drop-based drop. Pretty good follow through, not the best second, third candle, though we do create the new lows. And we are starting to shift here on trend on lower time frames. So you guys can see the RSI as we approach into this area. We're really going to need RSI to play along for us to be able to take this trade in any capacity. Divergence on a smaller time frame like a 30-minute or you know, stair stepping, giving us potentially a confirmation trade when we get in there. But if we shoot straight up, it's going to be very difficult to take this trade with any type of conviction because of the momentum, the speed and magnitude of the price change will skyrocket back up. Now, what happens when that type of movement takes place is we normally get a knee-jerk reaction to the downside when we run into good supply. But we still have to abide by our rules and take this. So keep an eye on MCL. Keep an eye on your rules. All of the accounts that we've got. All of the trade recommendations that we've got. Ask questions. I'm here to answer any questions that you may have along this way as we continue to grow our account. So guys, with that, take it easy. Have a fantastic week.